Is this thing on? Are we live? Dang. We got chit chats already. Elijah, what's up, baby boy? He says, who the F else? He also says, is ready for the draft stream. He says, I know I am. He said, I've been waiting for this. Adrian Fidesz says, low-key, didn't know about the draft streak thing on Drafters. It's pretty gnarly. It's pretty cool. I like it. Fidesz says, that's a good idea. Elijah says, who else we got in chat? Yeah, who else do we have in chat? Who is up in her with us? Elijah says, you don't have big drafters energy, my boy. No, we got big draft energy. Rebranded. Got to step up to the plate. I believe in you. Lowercase drafters energy. Uppercase. You guys are crazy. All right, let's check out the draft board. Right now, we got our good friend, Jonesy One Kenobi, drafting at the 101. You deserve the 101, my friend. We got our awesome homie, Snowman, a.k.a. the two-time winner of our Friendship Fridays giveaways. We got myself drafting at the 108. Ew. We got Knifey Spoony at the 110. We got Willie drafting at the 111. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got five disco balls. But we also know it's July 4th. So happy 4th of July. Everybody out there, be safe. Do not pull a Jason Pierre-Paul. Watch a how to be safe and not lose your hands instruction video when you're outside playing with your fireworks. Happy 4th of July to all my American friends. We love you. We salute you up here in Canada. Let's go. Jonesy Wan Kenobi said, yes, I do. Been drafting late all day. Kobe and the Cattle Dog say, Jonesy, you've got that disco modesty. America. F yeah. Yeah, we're not cursing today. That's our goal. Our goal today is not to curse on stream. Nick Stevens says he's drafting at the 4 spot. Let's have a good one. Nick Stevens is Nick S87. What's up, Nick? Thank you for tuning in. Are you Canadian or American? Regardless, I hope you have a wonderful day. We're on the board. We're at the 108. Let's get busy and make our first pick. Let us take all right, we're going to go with, I almost took Bijan. We're going to go with Stephon Diggs. Great news. Great news. Elijah Envy says the 4th is with you. You're funny. Yeah, great news. We made our 3rd pick in our slow draft. As you can see, right up here, it says slow 108. That's pretty dope. Pretty awesome. I'm happy with that. After we make our next pick, we'll tell you guys exactly what we're doing and where we're doing it at. John Juan Kenobi says, every time you curse, you owe us a ticket giveaway. It will be raining tickets. F yeah, man. Holy frick, would it ever be raining tickets? I'd be losing a lot of effing money, man. Holy frick. What the frick? We're not cursing. We're not cursing. Sean, you in here, bud? You awake? Sean Wilson? Really? Big Willie style? All right, we'll catch up on the draft after we make our pick as well, and then we'll tell you guys what we're doing and where we're doing it at. We do appreciate you guys tuning in. I love it. Liam McKinnon says, what I see about draft streak? I'll tell you in a sec. We're up on the board. We're going to take Jalen Waddle. We got Jalen Waddle. Nice little Stephon Diggs and Jalen Waddle start. We like it. Adrian Fidesz says HE double hockey sticks. That's a good idea. I don't know about that. So we'll catch you guys up on the draft. So far, Jonesy grabbed Justin Jefferson at the 101. Surprise, surprise. Jamar Chase Snowman grabs CMC. What's up, Snowman? Nick grabs Cooper Kupp. Tyreek Hill gone. Travis Kelce gone. Austin Eckler. We grab Stephon Diggs at the 108. Then CeeDee Lamb. Knifey grabs AJ Brown at the 110. Willie grabs Bijan Robinson at the 111. Last pick in the first round goes as Saquon Barkley. I don't like the pick. Amon St. Brown, somebody who I wanted to get in this draft actually, goes as the first pick in the second round, so right around the bend. Willie grabs Jonathan Taylor, so he's going with a strong running back stat. He's got Bijan and Jonathan Taylor. Knifey grabs Garrett Wilson. Devontae Adams goes after that. We get Jalen Waddle, then Nick Chubb, then Devontae Smith, Keenan Allen, Nick S grabs Chris Olave. Snowman gets T. Higgins, and we're all caught up. So as to your question is what I see, what's this I see about draft streaks, Liam? English is not working right now. Essentially, for the first 3 days, like it has to be consecutive days where you draft a drafters 2 million. So for 3 days, I think you get 3 days in a row where you do a drafters 3 million. You get a $10 pick'em ticket for 5 or 10 days in a row. I think you get 1 drafters ticket, and then goes on like that. I think 20 or 30 days in a row, you get 3 drafters 2 million tickets. It's pretty cool, pretty gnarly. I like the giveaway. It's not bad. After Snowman takes T. Higgins, DK Metcalf goes off the board. Jonesy Kenobi finishes off round 2 with Patrick Mahomes, starts off round 3 with Deebo Samuel, and now we'll tell you guys what we're doing and where we're doing it at. Oh, hold on. I got to put up my banners here. There we go. That feels so much better. All right, so we're doing the Drafters Mini. It's a $3 entry. First place gets $30,000. There's $200,000 in total winnings. For the streak, that's for the Drafters 2 million. We do the 2 millions every Monday. It's a $20 buy-in. First place gets $300,000. There's $2 million in total prizing. So it is best ball format. It is the most convenient way to draft. You have 20 rounds to fill your roster for depth. Each week, a starting lineup is composed of the following positions: 1 quarterback, 3 wide receivers, 2 running backs, 1 tight end, 1 flex. At the end of the week, the best overall performances at your on your roster will be applied to your weekly matchup. So no more leaving points on the bench, no more waiver wires, no more trades. If you sign up today using code DISCODRAFTS1, that promo code will give you up to $100 match with your initial deposit. Friendly reminder, all transactions are done in US dollars on Drafters. Drafters is also available in Ontario and all other legal sports provinces and states, and we're on the board. The timing is impeccable. We're about to make our 3rd pick, and we've caught our breath, and we're going to go with Breece Hall. We're going to go with Breece Hall. I want so much exposure to Breece Hall. The moment I read the statistic that Breece Hall, in the games he played when he was healthy, led the league in fantasy points per touch. Next up was Austin Eckler. But the fact that he led the league in points per touch, and he's got young knees, he's, had an early knee surgery. Like it wasn't late in the season. It was just an ACL or an MCL, one of them. So there wasn't like any other structural or ligamentage damage. He's a young guy. He should bounce back and perform in an incredible way. So I'm very bullish on Breece Hall. The fact that I'm getting him in the 3rd round right now, I highly doubt that that's going to keep happening once August comes closer and people start seeing on Hard Knocks. Yes, the New York Jets are the favorited team to be on Hard Knocks. Did you guys see that Jerry Jones just got paid $50 million from Netflix to be featured on a 10-episode docuseries about Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys? Like, I have enough of this is our year. How about them Cowboys? I've had enough of it. I'm sick of it. I'm tired of it. I can't stand it. And now we got to see Jerry Jones on Netflix. Netflix sucks anyways. It does. All right. So after we make our next pick, I'm telling you, words are not working. After we make our next pick, we will catch you guys up on the draft. And as much as I want Jahmyr Gibbs, you know what? Jameer, I go again on my own. I like the pick. If you guys want me to stop singing, just say stop singing, and I will sing every pick for the rest of the draft. Just say stop singing. Challenge me. I dare you. All right. So after Jonesy 1, Kenobi starts off the third round with Deebo Samuel. Tony Pollard goes off the board. Snowman grabs Jalen Hurts. It's an interesting start for Snowman. I mean, when you have 135 drafts going on 136, it makes sense. Nick S. grabs Derrick Henry. Ramondre Stevenson then goes off the board after that. Josh Jacobs. Amari Cooper. We grab Breece Hall. Then Mark Andrews goes off the board. Knifey grabs Josh Allen. So he gets the A.J. Brown, Garrett Wilson, Josh Allen start. And then he gets Najee Harris after that. Willie grabs Calvin Ridley. T.J. Hawkinson is the last pick in round 3. See, I told you, he fell to round 5 in that draft yesterday that we did on the Drafters 2 million. Starting off round 4, Jerry Jeudy. Willie grabs Lamar Jackson. Knifey grabs Najee. Then DJ Moore. We grab Jameer. I go again on my own. Jahmyr Gibbs. Then Christian Watson goes off the board. Christian Kirk. Some religious stuff happening back-to-back picks there. Interesting. Mike Williams. Nick S. grabs Drake London. Snowman grabs Terry McLaurin. Travis Etienne is off the board with the last overall pick in the 4th round. Johnny Wan Kenobi grabs DeAndre Hopkins. He gets Hopkins in every one of these drafts. I'm convinced he gets Hopkins in every one of these drafts. He's very bullish on Hopkins. And then he starts off round 5 with Deontay Johnson. So he's gone 1 quarterback, 4 wide receivers off the bat. So we know he's going to start looking probably running back over tight end. So we know that we're going to have some value fall to us when he's up. And then Marquise Hollywood Brown is taken off the board. Adrian Fidesz says hot take right there. Which was the hot take? I said a lot of things. Before I read that comment. I apologize. Yeah, I hope everybody's having a very wonderful, safe July the 4th. 4th of July. I don't know if you guys see at the top of our thumbnail there. It says 4th of July, and it's got some stars, and it's got the American colors, and yeah, it's pretty sweet. Netflix sucking. I mean, I have not paid for Netflix in 3 months. I was literally just paying it not to watch. Like, I would spend more time scrolling to find a show than I would to find a show and watch a show. All right, Justin Fields is falling to us here. We're gonna go ahead and grab him because I don't really like Michael Pittman. I'm not fading Michael Pittman, but if he falls to round 7, I might consider it. And the fact that he's not going to ever fall around 7 means I'm never going to consider him again. So that's fine. And if you guys know, Justin Fields is my favorite fantasy quarterback this season. It's a shame we couldn't get DJ Moore, but it is what it is. He went right before we took Jahmyr Gibbs, so that's fine. So I think we're going to be eyeing David Montgomery. I probably shouldn't be telling you Sharks this, but it is what it is. I mean, if you guys go ahead and get petty and snipe him from me, I will keep that in the petty bank. The petty bank. That's what my noggin's called. It's the bank of petty. All right. So after Jonesy starts off round 5 with Deontay Johnson, Hollywood Brown goes off the board. Snowman grabs Brandon Ayuk. Nick S grabs Joe Burrow. Then Justin Herbert gets taken. Joe Mixon, Aaron Jones. We grab Justin Fields. Kenneth Walker goes off the board after that. Knifey grabs Alexander Madison. Willie goes Chris Godwin. Miles Sanders is the last pick of round 5. Tyler Lockett is the first pick of round 6. Willie grabs Jackson Smith and Jigba. And Knifey Spoonie is on the clock, and he's pulling a big LMAC and waiting for the very last. Oh, Cam Akers. It's a good pick. Very, very good value there. All right. We got to lock in here. Yeah, we'll go wide receiver. We'll grab Mike Evans. I'm not very high on Mike Evans, but since he's falling further and further in all of these drafts, it makes sense to get some exposure to him. And that also opens up the door for us to grab Baker Mayfield in the last round since we already got an early quarterback. So we're definitely considering a 2 quarterback build unless there's epic value that is falling and falling and falling. And we're not talking about Trey Lance. We're not drafting any more Trey Lance, guys. We're not drafting any more Trey Lance. Big L Max says, I will not stand by and let you defame my name. Oh, God. Are you triggered? Are you offended? He says, patience is a virtue, young grasshopper. You're right. You're right. But early bird gets I almost cursed. I almost gave away another free Drafters 2 million ticket. That would have cost me. And $20 American is like $26 Canadian. So good catch, Disco. Good catch. The early bird gets the worm. Gets the worm. No curse words. We caught ourselves. We're good. So after J.K. Dobbins, we grab Mike Evans. George Kittle gets taken off the board. Then Treylon Burks. I wanted to draft Treylon Burks. I came in today thinking, today would be a good day to draft Treylon Burks. But, yeah, not today, I guess. Jahan Dotson goes off the board after that. Nick S. grabs George Pickens. Snowman grabs Jordan Addison. I like the way Snowman's drafting right now. Then Trevor Lawrence. Jonesy finishes off round 6 with, you guessed it, running backs. Dameon Pierce starts off round 7 with DeAndre Swift. That's phenomenal running back value there. Really, really good RB value. I'm proud of you. Then Gabe Davis gets taken off the board. So we're working into round 7 right now. I like it. Adrian Fitta says, agreed, Trey Lance is untouchable to me. Man, when I was recording that top 10 fantasy football team names for the year 2023, I had Trey Lance at number 4. His thing was his team name was They Forgot About Trey. So like I tried to pay homage to Eminem and Dr. Dre and make a remix, and it took me maybe 96 takes to like finally get it right. And I realized something. Rapping is a lot harder than it seems to be. Like rapping is a difficult thing. So I have a new respect for rap artists. If you're a J. Cole fan, shout out to you. J. Cole's the GOAT. So after Gabe Davis gets taken off the board, Snowman grabs Dallas Goedert. Nick S. gets Michael Pittman. He got Michael Pittman in round 7. Somebody be listening, man. All right. Heck yeah, Kyle Pitts. Heck yeah. I like this draft. We're doing good. We're doing real good. But yeah, I'm very high on Trey Lance. I've taken enough shares of Trey Lance where it'll probably be good for the rest of the season, especially at the late ADP. I can't draft any more of him moving forward because even though the value is too tasty, there is that possibility where he may sit. And if he does sit, then all those lineups are chalked and screwed. But if he doesn't sit, then all those lineups are great. And the only time I would draft Trey Lance again is, coming closer to the season when we have a clear idea as to who's starting there. I even have exposure to Sam Darnold. I don't have any Brock Purdy. I am not buying into the Brock Purdy hype. Mr. Productive. Loved him last year. But he was bad for Brandon Ayuk. Adrian Fitta says, I knew you'd snipe Pitts. Sorry, man. You got Darren Waller. It's a good homer pick. All right. So there's quite a bit of value here right now. But if Michael Thomas is the best wide receiver available, I will take him simply because I need more wide receiver depth. Even though our first 3 wide receivers are really good, Michael Thomas has obviously great top 3 potential. It is what it is. Adrian Fitta says, and I'm going to make sure I don't say what I said yesterday. Adrian Fitta says, homer pick. I dare you guys to say homer 10 times fast like I did yesterday on stream with no sleep. I dare you to do it. Do it now. You might get canceled too. It was not intentional. We are not judgmental here at all. Do what you want to do. We're not Nick Merckx. God, we David Montgomery was sniped before that, so it makes sense. So after Michael Pittman goes to Nick S, David Montgomery, then Rashad White, then Kadarius Toney, we grab Kyle Pitts, then James Conner, Knifey Spooney grabs Brandon Cooks. I love Brandon Cooks at this value this season. I really do. Sean, Big Willie style grabs Cortland Sutton. Last pick of round 7 is Kirk Cousins. Then Quentin Johnston, somebody who we were also eyeing. Then Zay Flowers. Man, Willie's going like crazy at the wide receiver value right now. I like it. I like it. He went 2 RBs early, got himself an elite top 5 quarterback, and then just started hammering great values at the wide receiver position. I really respect it. Knifey grabs Darren Waller. Then Deshaun Watson, we grab Mike Thomas. Then Dalvin Cook gets taken in round 8. Once Dalvin Cook signs somewhere, I'm telling you, fellas, I'm telling you, it's going to get spicy. He's going to go up top 4 rounds, top 5 rounds. Oh, shit. We got 11 people. I cursed. Damn it. All right. We're doing a ticket giveaway. My bad. Elijah Moore, Antonio Gibson, James Cook, Nick Ass grabs James Cook, Snowman grabs A.J. Dillon. Then Isaiah Pacheco gets taken off the board. Jonesy finishes off round 8 with Javonte Williams, starts off round 9 with Samaje Perine. Great double stack there, buddy. I really respect it because Javonte is going to come back like week 6 to week 8. So the fact that you're going to be eating regardless, having both of those players, brilliant double stack. I really respect that pick. Somebody's been listening. Rashad Bateman, Snowman grabs Zach Charbonnet. He doesn't have Kenneth Walker. Oh, okay. I mean, dang, if Charbonnet is your third RB, you might. I mean, you got 135 drafts. It is what it is. Nick S goes with Tyler Boyd, then Tua Tagovailoa, then Geno Smith. So we're starting to see quarterbacks go. Dak Prescott is still available. So is Evan Ingram. That is crazy to me. Evan Ingram, if he falls to us, I'm taking him. All right. We got our 2 tight ends. We're chilling. And there's no bye week conflict. This is a very different draft for me. I'm not used to drafting from the 108. I either get like early 4th, 5th, 6th. I want to get the 112 at some point. I really that's my favorite so far in best ball. That's my favorite spot to draft. Liam McKinnon says, found out today Waller is the highest paid tight end. I just found that out today too. Adrian Fizz says, bro, that Perine pick is so good. Absolutely. Absolutely. Jonesy ain't no joke. Jonesy also said, love Perine this year. Javonte could come on late, but it will be Perine show first 8 weeks. I've said this before and I'll say it again, and I agree with everything you just said, Jonesy. The biggest beneficiary in a Sean Payton offense historically has been, other than the wide receiver one, which would be Jerry Jeudy or Cortland Sutton. You got to pick which one you think it's going to be. I think it's going to be Jeudy because Jeudy was a top 15 wide receiver. Anyways, back on track, back to what we were saying. The biggest beneficiary historically in Sean Payton's offenses, other than the quarterback and the wide receiver one position, is the versatile receiving running back. You look back at Darren Sproles. You look back at who was that Jones fella who played for Dallas. Anyways, look back to him. Tony Jones? No, maybe. You look back at Kamara. Like all those guys had elite fantasy production, and that's because Sean Payton designs his offense around that. We're gonna go with it bugs me that Anthony Richardson's still available, but we're going to go with Juju Smith-Schuster. We've been getting way too much Juju Smith-Schuster. This would be the Juju Smith-Schuster month. I just said Juju Smith-Schuster way too many times to say Juju Smith-Schuster. So after we grab Evan Ingram in round 9, David Njoku gets taken. Knifey grabs Odell Beckham Jr. Kind of wanted him, but like Knifey's got a couple like I know Knifey's a big fan of Odell because Knifey's a big Giants fan, but he's been gone from New York for a long time where that can't really be a homer pick anymore. Damian Harris goes to Willie. Great value there. Jared Goff is the last pick in round 9, starting off round 10. Devin Singletary gets taken. Willie grabs Alan Lazard. Brian Robinson goes to Knifey Spooney. Then Jameson Williams gets taken off the board. We grab Juju Smith-Schuster. Then Alvin Kamara. And if you watch that Flock Fantasy interview with a lawyer where he discussed the Kamara situation, it doesn't look good for Kamara. Adrian Fida says, yeah, that double stack is high IQ. Yeah, I agree. Sean Wilson says, my boy fell asleep, curse away. No, I can't. I can't curse, man. I can't. It's a filler when you don't have anything smart to say, and it's toxic, and it's not who I am today. Today, I'm not cursing. I'm not going to do it. And I mean, the poop word, the other poop word, it's not really a curse, is it? Try my hardest not to curse. All right, so after we grab Juju, Alvin Kamara, Jacoby Myers, Devon Achane, we are hurting at running back. We are hurting at running back. Anthony Richardson, Sky Moore, Pat Fryermuth. Anthony Richardson goes to Nick S. Snowman grabs Sky Moore. Snowman's getting Sky Moore in every one of these drafts. Pat Fryermuth, who is at an elite value at round 10. He's usually going round 11. Jonesy Wankanobi makes a homer pick with Romeo Dobbs to finish off round 10. Starts off round 11 with Dalton Schultz. Why is it everybody I like as a human being either a Giants fan, a Chiefs fan, or a Packers fan? It's crazy. Like another team. God. Daniel Jones gets taken after Dalton Schultz. This is the second pick in round 11. Snowman grabs Nico Collins. Nick S. grabs Elijah Mitchell. That's who we were eyeing next. Then Rashad Penny. Wow, Rashad Penny fell. Jerick McKinnon. We're up in a couple of picks. So we'll make sure that we start getting some good running back value. I generally hope he doesn't take who I'm eyeing right now. He took who I was eyeing. Oh, no, he didn't. Khalil Herbert's available. So he tucking went with Rondale Moore. We got Khalil Herbert as our RB3. I'm very happy with that. We did want Russell Wilson. As I said, I would like to get more Russell Wilson value, but right now I need to make sure that I get as much running back value as I possibly can. Knifey grabs Aaron Rodgers. I tell Willie, hey, man, I'd love to draft with you again. And then you start taking all the guys I want. Jamal Williams goes to Big Willie style. Then KJ Osborne is the last pick in round 11. And yeah. Adrian Fitta says, pass catching RBs always feasts, even with low production in Peyton offense. So P. Ryan could be the GOAT all year. Man got 51 targets last year, and he's elite in the pass game. I think everything you just said is straight facts, my boy. Everything you said is like spot on, head on. We got 2 tight ends. We're good there. We're gonna take Kendre Miller. I know I got a lot of exposure to Kendre Miller, but I don't want to sabotage this draft because we chose to not get as many running backs after we went RB relatively early. So I like the 2 picks we got here in Khalil Herbert. And since we're banking on the fact that our good friend Alvin Kamara is going to either be suspended or arrested or both, Kendre Miller becomes a great value. And if you don't know who Kendre Miller is, he is a phenomenal pick. Back to your point, Knifey. Man got 51 targets last year. He's elite in the pass game. I like the fact that you're researching your stats. This makes me very happy. Not only is he a very good pass catcher, he's also very reliable as a run blocker. and he's also very reliable in terms of holding onto the football. I believe he was drafted in 2018, 2017. He fumbled twice in his rookie year, has not had a single fumble since. No fumbles for this guy. So you don't have to lose fantasy points for a fumble. It's pretty dope. Liam McKinnon says Friendship Fridays can be PG-13. Adrian Fred says Friendship Friday After Dark. We'll leave that for Call of Duty whenever that becomes great again. Liam McKinnon says After Dark with Disco and his tight ends. We're gonna need to go on OnlyFans for that. I don't think YouTube will support that. Liam McKinnon says pause. Yep. Pause. I think I watched something like that earlier. JK. LOL. JK. Joke. Happy joke. Get your head out of the gutter. We're doing fantasy football stuff here. God. All right. So after we take Khalil Herbert, Russell Wilson goes. Knifey grabs Aaron Rodgers. Jamal Williams goes to Willie. I already said all this, but I'll say it again. KJ Osborne is the last pick in round 11. Starting off round 12, we go Adam Thielen. Willie grabs Derek Carr. Knifey grabs Jalen Warren. Michael Gallup goes off the board. We get Kendre Miller. Chigozie Okonkwo gets taken off the board after that. Matt Stafford, Zay Jones, Nick S. getting some really good handcuff value with Tyler Algier and Elijah Mitchell and back-to-back picks. Nick S. drafts like a beast. I like the way he drafts. We're gonna get a bit of a double stack going with our Khalil Herbert, Roschon Johnson. So I like that. So after Nick S. grabs Tyler Algier, this is round 12. Tank Bigsby goes off the board to Snowman. Jonathan Mingo. Jonesy Kenobi finishes off round 12 with Rashee Rice. Starts off round 13 with Tyler Higbee. Then Cole Kmet. Snowman grabs Darnell Mooney. Irv Smith goes to Nick S. Gerald Everett after that. Van Jefferson, Alec Pierce. We grab Roschon. Marquez Valdes-Scantling gets taken off the board. And then Greg Dulcich goes to Knifey Spooney. And we're all caught up. So once again, if you guys don't know, we're drafting here on Drafters Fantasy Sports. Right now we're drafting in the $3 mini. It's a $3 buy-in. First place gets $30,000. There's $200,000 in total winnings. So it doesn't matter if you're first or 7,000th. You're still going to win some money for drafting. There's also the Drafters 2 million. We draft these every Monday, and we also do giveaways for the $20 buy-in. First place gets $300,000. There's 2 million in total winnings. It is best ball format, and it's the most convenient way for you to draft. You have 20 rounds to fill your roster for depth. Each week, a starting lineup is composed of the following positions: 1 quarterback, 3 wide receivers, 2 running backs, 1 tight end, and 1 flex. At the end of the week, the best overall performances on your roster will be submitted in your weekly matchups, so no more leaving points on the bench, no more waiver wires, no more trades. If you sign up today on Drafters Fantasy Sports using promo code DiscoDrafts1, you get up to $100 match with your initial deposit. Friendly reminder, all transactions are done in US dollars. It's Drafters is also legal in Ontario, which is why we're drafting there, because we love that everybody else left and they didn't. And all other legal betting provinces and states, and we're caught up. We did that in a record time. So yeah, best ball is now the only way I want to fill my time drafting. Honestly, I love best ball to pieces because there is the best part about drafting is drafting, and there's no stress about what's going on. We're going to go DJ Chark, DJ Chark, All right. Yeah. So that's the absolute best part about best ball is like you get to do the best part about fantasy football, which is the drafts, right? And you don't have to set your waiver wires. You don't have to set your picks. This is not a mock draft. I repeat, this is not a mock draft. This is a real money draft. There's real, implications. So like only the big dogs come to draft here, right? And the most beautiful part about best ball is like you have a pulse on what's going on in the NFL from the beginning of, fantasy football season, which for some of us is late April after the NFL draft, all the way up till August or late August, early September. So the moment you get into your redraft league, if you've been doing best ball drafts, for the end of April, all of May, all of June, all of July, all of August, come your redraft league, you are going to know everything that's going on in football. So that's why it pays to follow us, and that's why it pays to click the subscribe button. We really do greatly appreciate it. So if you can subscribe, that would be awesome. Our goal is to hit 500 subscribers. Once we do that, we're going to do a big charity 24-hour stream. We're streaming for 24 hours. We just need 500 subscribers. You guys do that for me, and I guarantee you it'll be 24 hours of pure awesomeness, pure goatness. It'll be awesome. Said awesome way too much. So after Knifey grabbed Greg Dulcich in round 13, Chuba Hubbard gets taken by a good friend, Willie. I'm expecting you guys to start sniping each other more. Then Dalton Kincaid's the last pick in round 13. Jordan Love is the first pick in round 14. Willie grabs Juwan Johnson. Knifey grabs Donovan Peoples-Jones. Kenneth Gainwell gets taken off the board after that. We grab DJ Chark. Then Tyquan Thornton. Then Kenny Pickett. Then Isaiah Hodgins. And we just figured out our new disco ball. Nick S. is a Laporta supporter. Are you a Laporta supporter? I'm a Laporta supporter. Then Laporta for life. I'm a Laporta supporter. Then Snowman grabs Dante Foreman. Do you like Sam Laporta from Detroit? He's a good guy. Good fella. Snowman grabs Dante Foreman. Then one of the Rashid Shaheeds, there's two of them. There's one in Buffalo. Goes off the board there. Then Jerome Ford is the last pick in round 14, going to our good friend Jonesy One Kenobi. Jonesy grabs Tajay Spears to start off round 15. Then Raheem Mostert. Snowman grabs Brock Purdy. Nick S grabs Gus Edwards. Nick S is like the GOAT at drafting handcuff running backs. Elijah Mitchell, Tyler Algier, Gus Edwards. That is elite. I really like it. I really like the way you draft, Nick. Good stuff, bud. After that, Taysom Hill gets taken. Curtis Samuel, Zamir White. Wow, Zamir White, round 15. Somebody's been paying attention to our chats. Okay, we're going to get Jayden Reed here. We have not, like, Jayden Reed was our most drafted player up until, like, late June. Because like we tried to get him in every single one of our drafts. Jayden Reed. I've said this, late April, early May. Jayden Reed is Deebo Samuel reincarnate. And you can always rely on those Swiss knife kind of receivers who get the run after the catch to have a lot of consistency in spike weeks. So the fact that you're getting Jayden Reed in round 15 and round 16, love me some Jayden Reed. I can't get enough Jayden Reed. After we take Jayden Reed, Marvin Mims gets taken off the board. Knifey grabs John Mechie, another guy who I'm really high on and I want to do well. He has survived his scare with cancer. And also Foster Moreau is in remission now. So congrats, Foster. Former tight end for the Las Vegas Raiders, now on the New Orleans Saints. We'll make our pick and then how far do I have to scroll to get this guy? All right. Well, I'm going to probably auto pick here. Hunter. Dang, I couldn't find him. And he's probably going to be taken or was already taken. But I don't remember seeing his name. No, he wasn't already taken. Damn. I would hide my screen here, but it would probably be redundant because you guys are smart drafters and you're going to get them anyways. So yeah, shout out to those two guys who are recovering from cancer. If you guys know me, everybody hates cancer, but it took my dad. Let's not get into a dark place, but we hate cancer. So we'll celebrate anytime somebody survives that. So yeah, fuck cancer. Adrian Fitter says, am I the only one who feels like this part of the draft is awful, like round 13, 15 are meh? No, I love these parts of the draft. These parts of the draft is what separates the winners from the losers. If you know the secret sleepers and values, this is where the money's made. Everybody can draft well from round 1 to 10. I'm telling you, if you look here, there's no bad drafts from round 1 to 10. What makes your draft elite is after round 10, what do you do with your picks? And like Nick S is killing his draft. Nick S should win money with this draft. Cooper Kupp, Chris Olave. This is Nick S's team. Cooper Kupp, Chris Olave, Derrick Henry, Drake London, Joe Burrow, George Pickens, Michael Pittman, James Cook, Tyler Boyd, Anthony Richardson, Elijah Mitchell, Tyler Algier, Irv Smith. Hate that pick, but he saved it with getting Sam Laporta because I'm a Laporta supporter. Then Gus Edwards, then Darius Slayton. Elite draft. He's crushing it. Very good draft. I see Trey Lance's head just like peeking at me right here, and I'm like, no, I'm not drafting you, even though I need a second quarterback. I can't draft you. I can't. No. All right. He's probably going to get another great running back right here because we want him, and he's in here. Ty Chandler, another very good running back, but that's not the guy we were thinking about. So hopefully he falls to us. We're just praying on that. So after we take Jaden Reed in round 15 at the 8th pick, Marvin Mims gets taken, then John Mechie, Paris Campbell, Dawson Knox is the last pick in round 15. Starting round 16, Zeke gets taken. Zeke is going off the board in round 16. When he signs somewhere, he's going to be in round 10, round 11. So great time to get Zeke. Mecole Hardman goes to our good friend Willie. Khalil Shakir goes to Knifey. Leonard Fournette. We take Hunter Renfrow, Jalen Wyatt, Tim Patrick, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. The guy we wanted just got taken. Dang. Darius Slayton goes to Nick S. CJ Stroud goes to Snowman. Jeff Wilson. Jonesy finishes off round 16 with Bryce Young. We'll catch up with that in a sec. Okay, we'll take Mac Jones because I feel like we're not going to get a chance at him moving forward, and then we're gonna queue up. We're gonna queue up a couple more running backs that we'd like. And yeah, if Kareem Hunt's available in the next round, we'll consider it. So after Jonesy starts round, sorry, I'll catch up with the chat. I see that you guys are. Liam McKinnon says the best part about drafting is drafting. Absolutely. Liam also says hot takes like that keep me coming back day after day. You're a moron. I love you. Homer pick, says Adrian Fidesz. I think he's going to step it up and play well this year. It's not necessarily a homer pick. It's more so best value based on my build. But if drafting Mac Jones in round 17 is a homer pick, then you can call me a homer all you want. I'm okay with it. I'm totally fine with it. And yeah, I was saying the best part about drafting is the draft aspect, because like the most annoying part about drafting is having to set your lineup every week, do all the waiver transactions, call a trade in, have it vetoed simply because 2 or 3 people decided to be super petty and super jealous. There's no reason for it being vetoed. And then, it creates turmoil and drama. There's no drama here. You literally draft it and forget it unless it wins you money. So the best part about drafting for me in fantasy football is the actual draft. We're going to take Trey McBride. We almost grabbed Trey Lance. We'll see if he falls to us next round. If he does fall to us next round, we will grab him. But we also don't really need a third. Yeah, we don't need it. We don't need it. So we won't do it. We'll stay disciplined. But yeah, that's why I say the best part about drafting is drafting, because like in best ball format, it literally does all the work for you. It takes all the points, applies it to your weekly matchup from anybody on your roster. So say Justin Fields, who is our current quarterback, has a bad day and Mac Jones has an incredible day. We're going to get Mac Jones's points. We're not going to have to think twice about it. And at the end of the day, when the season's all said and done, you just go and collect your cashola. It's great. It's awesome. I hate redraft league I don't hate redraft league. I hate doing multiple redraft leagues simply for how time consuming it is and how like up to the minute you have to be with all the last. Like if a dude gets injured, cool. Hopefully I have his handcuff. Whatever. But I have right now 66 best ball lineups. Working on 67 right here. And then our 68th will be done next year in the slow draft. Crazy. Never doing a slow draft again. I love drafters to pieces, but the fact that you can do a slow draft and potentially not have a full lineup submitted for the first week of the NFL playoffs is crazy. And at this rate, the slow draft that I'm doing is going on that pace. Everybody gets 8 hours to draft. Wild. We'll catch you guys up on the draft. So Robert Woods goes to Jonesy. Chase Claypool. Snowman grabs Cordell Patterson. I like Cordell Patterson. Ty Chandler goes to Nick S. Wow, Terrace Marshall gets taken off the board. Terrace Marshall is usually getting undrafted. Then Pierre Strong, the guy who we were eyeing, gets taken. Kyler Murray, after that, we grab Mac Jones in round 17. Chase Brown. Knifey grabs Devontae Parker. Mike Gesicki goes to Willie. Last pick in round 17 is Wan'Dale Robinson. First pick in round 18 is Richie James. I said last pick in round 17, right? All right. First pick in round 18 is Richie James. Willie grabs... I can't think of his first name. Allen Robinson. Then Knifey grabs Deuce Vaughn. Love the pick. Love Deuce Vaughn. Love the story. Love the pick. Love the value. Love the athlete. Love it all. I just have way too many shares of him. Then James Palmer. Love that pick. We get Trey McBride. Damn it. I thought that was Dwayne McBride. We messed up. Whatever. Sam Howell gets taken after that. Hayden Hurst. Puka Nacua, Nick S. grabs Marvin Jones. Snowman grabs Tyler Conklin. Kareem Hunt goes after that. Zach Evans goes to Jonesy Kenobi as the last pick in round 18. Starting off round 19, Laviska Shenault. I like that pick a lot. Then Israel Abanaconda. Then Noah Fant goes to Snowman. Nick S. grabs Joshua Downs. I remember getting Joshua Downs when this first started, like round 13. Now the fact that he's falling to round 19 and I'm not getting much exposure to him makes me very sad. Then Smythe goes. This is I don't know who this guy is that's drafting right here, but I'm pretty sure he's the one who got Zamir White as well. I could be mistaken. No, I don't think he got Zamir. We're on the clock. All right. Nope, we're not taking Trey Lance. Let's look at our queue. We're going to grab Eric Gray. Like the value. If anything happens to Saquon, if Saquon chooses to sit, if Saquon gets hurt, he becomes elite. He no longer becomes a handcuff. He becomes the RB1. And I really like that. So, yeah, after Joshua Downs, Durham Smythe, love that value. Luke Musgrave, Justin Ross, also somebody who I want to get more exposure to. We grab Eric Gray. Joshua Kelly, Knifey grabs Mac Hollins. Great. Mac Hollins was a top 20 wide receiver last year. He's the wide receiver number 2 right now for Atlanta. And he's going undrafted or drafted in round 20 and round 19. We're on the clock. We have 0 exposure to Tank Dell, so we'll get Tank Dell. That's our draft. But after, all right, the app is telling me to read your lineup. I'm not going to read my lineup. I'm going to read Willie's lineup. That's my lineup. That's not Willie's lineup. So Willie grabbed Lamar Jackson, Derek Carr, Bijan Robinson, Jonathan Taylor, Dameon Pierce, Jamal Williams, Chuba Hubbard, Ty Montgomery. I really like his draft. Calvin Ridley, Chris Godwin, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Cortland Sutton, Zay Flowers, Alan Lazard, Paris Campbell, Nicole Hardman, Allen Robinson. Okay, I was going to say he's stacked at every freaking position. Tight end is the position where he needs help. He's got a bye week conflict. So hopefully week 11, Isaiah Likely is balling out. Jawan Johnson, Mike Gesicki, Isaiah Likely. I would pay more attention to your bye weeks, fellas. Pay more attention. Adrian Fitta says it took me over a month of drafting to remember that Robbie Anderson has changed his name to Chosen Anderson. I would say the same for me, and I don't care. What a weird situation. Where's Trent Sherfield now? Liam McKinnon says 8 hours per pick. 8 hours per pick, buddy. And people take their sweet time. Yeah, Kobe and the Cattle Dog says per pick. Thank you, baby. Appreciate you. Let's look at Knifey's draft. Knifey goes Josh Allen, Aaron Rodgers. He goes with 2 quarterbacks. I like that. He goes Najee Harris, Alexander Madison, Cam Akers, Brian Robinson, Jalen Warren, Deuce Vaughn, Matt Breida. Really, really, really good running back room. I like it. And you got a double stack with Najee and Jalen Warren. You're paying attention. Beautiful. A.J. Brown, Garrett Wilson, Brandon Cooks, Odell Beckham Jr., Donovan Peoples-Jones, John Mechie, Khalil Shakir, Devontae Parker, Mac Hollins, Darren Waller, Greg Dulcich. That is your best draft yet. And you absolutely crushed that. That is an A++. Great work, buddy. Freaking awesome. Lee McKinnon says 240 picks with 8 hours each could honestly take 80 days. Yeah, it could put like at this rate, this $3 mini that I started on Saturday is going to conclude after the season's done or after the season kicks off, which makes 0 sense. And I want my refund. JK, but I do. Adrian Fitter says my guy's going to be drafting this fantasy team for a fortnight. Yeah. And I blame Quasi. 100% blame Quasi because I did it last year and I hated it, even though I had really good placement in the Headliners big, like 300 team league. I had really good placement. I hated it. I hated the slow draft experience. And I hate people who are like 4 slow drafts. I don't hate the people, but I hate you guys. All right. Yeah, A++, Knifey. Sick draft. Let's look at Jonesy. He goes Patrick Mahomes, Bryce Young, goes with 2 quarterbacks. I like it. Damian Pierce, DeAndre Swift, Javonte Williams, Samaje Perine, Jerome Ford, Tajay Spears, Zach Evans. Sick. Awesome. Justin Jefferson, Deebo Samuel, DeAndre Hopkins, Deontay Johnson, Romeo Dobbs, Rashee Rice, Robert Woods, Laviska Shenault, Sterling Shepard. Sick values here with Laviska and Sterling. I like it. Dalton Schultz, Tyler Higbee. I would have said you could have gotten away without taking Zach Evans and going with a 3rd tight end, but Dalton Schultz could be good, and same with Tyler Higbee. So great draft all around. Let's look at Nick S. Joe Burrow, Anthony Richardson, 2, 6, 9, 3. I like the builds. Derrick Henry, James Cook, Elijah Mitchell, Tyler Algier, Gus Edwards, Ty Chandler. Like the handcuff king. All the elite handcuffs, even Ty Chandler. It's crazy. Great draft, Nick S. Awesome. Cooper Kupp, Chris Olave, Drake London, George Pickens, Michael Pittman, Tyler Boyd, Darius Slayton, Marvin Jones, Josh Downs, Irv Smith, Laporta Sapota, Hunter Henry. You guys killed this draft too. Like I think you guys all outdrafted me. We'll see. We'll see if Snowman outdrafted me. He went Jalen Hurts, Brock Purdy, CJ Stroud. Okay. I respect the CJ Stroud pick because Brock Purdy could sit. So it makes sense. Christian McCaffrey, AJ Dillon, Zach Charbonnet, Tank Bigsby, Dante Foreman, Cordell Patterson. If your lineup does poorly, it'll be because of your running back position. If your lineup does really well, it's because your spike weeks would be balanced because all of these guys have the potential to have a spike week or 2. Wide receiver, T. Higgins, Terry McLaurin, Brandon Ayuk, Jordan Addison, Sky Moore, Nico Collins, Darnell Mooney, Josh Reynolds. Tight ends, Dallas Goedert, Tyler Conklin, Noah Fant. Not your best work, but it is also a very unique and good draft. This is not my favorite draft for myself personally. But we'll see. I also have no idea who I drafted. Let's catch up on the draft. Jonesy Wankanobi says they should decrease pick time as week 1 gets closer. Here's mine. Like you have the option to go on like a auto pick, right? When you set up your queue, you can go on an auto pick. Lord knows you have a crap ton of time. So why not do that? Now, if people do an auto pick, 2 picks in a row, you should have like a cumulative of like, 30 hours attached to your name. So like if you go over the 30 wait hours or 24 wait hours, then it just auto picks it automatically to keep it smooth. Like it's a horrible experience. It's a terrible experience. Sean Wilson says, think the slow draft goes from 8 hours to 4 hours to 1 hour between picks as the season gets close. Well, I mean, it's one way to optimize season news as it happens. Never doing it again. Never doing it again. So quarterback, we got Justin Fields, Mac Jones. Running back, we got Breece Hall, Jahmyr Gibbs, Khalil Herbert, Kendre Miller, Roschon Johnson, Eric Gray. I like our running backs. The fact that there's a bunch of no faces there is kind of concerning. We went with 4 rookie running backs. Oh, I don't like it. And never mind. I definitely don't like it. Stephon Diggs is our first wide receiver. Jalen Waddle, Mike Evans, Mike Thomas, Juju Smith-Schuster, DJ Chark, Jaden Reed, Hunter Renfrow, Tank Dell. I really like our wide receivers. Kyle Pitts, Evan Ingram, Trey McBride. I have 0 exposure to Trey McBride. Zach Ertz should be delayed in terms of his recovery from his injury, seeing as how he's on the way plus side of 30. So it's a good pick, especially if Kyle Pitts takes a couple of weeks to come back to form. I'm very high on Kyle Pitts. All in all, I'd give myself a B plus there. It's not my best work. We are going to reteam ourselves tomorrow. That's for sure. Snowman says, does drafters not have a point at which the pick clock gets smaller, closer to the season for their slows? Never done a slow on drafters. Yeah, I've never done a slow on drafters either. So this is news to me. So Sean and Snowman, thank you for letting me know about that feature. Hopefully that feature exists. But like, I don't know. Can I show this? Yeah. I'll show this. This is my slow draft. And this guy still has 2 hours and 10 minutes. This started on Saturday at 9 a.m. So far, I picked at the 109. I have Bijan Robinson, Jonathan Taylor, and Calvin Ridley. And I think the worst part about drafting in a slow draft is you get sniped by AI. Goddamn AI taking over again. Anyways, guys, I told my wife today, babe, it's July 4th. The 4th of July. I think we're not going to have a lot of disco balls in here. And you know what? I was wrong. And I'm sorry that I ever doubted you guys. Thank you guys for continually supporting me. I genuinely appreciate it. It means the world to me. We've passed 110 subscribers, and we've only been streaming for a month. And like, it's crazy to think that this is how far we've come. And I'm very excited for anybody who's watching these streams come, fantasy draft season. So like second week of August to early September, I'm excited for you to see all this work that we put in, not just me, but the community. So we're going to keep building this glossary, this library for you beautiful folks. So, you can have as much ammo to your arsenal when it comes to drafting. So I appreciate you guys. Once again, thank you guys so much. It's crazy. We got 11 people here. Love you guys to pieces. Peace. See you tomorrow. Same time, same place. Same time, same place. Alex, you won the freaking giveaway for the Drafters 2 million ticket. You came in, you won, and you haven't claimed it yet. If you don't claim it by Friday, I'm giving it to Jonesy. 100%. I'm just going to straight up give it to Jonesy. I'm not even going to reshuffle it. Jonesy, if Alex doesn't claim it by Friday, it's yours. All right? Bye, guys.